Here we are in St Vincent. It's match 2 of 5. That's going to be played here over the course of this tournament. And we've had one cracking match already with Bangladesh beating the Netherlands. And we've got another cracker for you this evening. South Africa, unbeaten in New York, up against the associates Nepal. The first time these two sides have ever met. And so that in itself lends itself to something really, really interesting. The toss, well, that was won by Nepal, and they've decided to bowl first. Let's have a look at the two teams then. We start with South Africa. Sean Pollock alongside me.
Yeah, runs required from these top three. They haven't been able to find any form in New York. The surface weren't great. Real powerhouse in these middle order for Klaasen, Miller, Stubbs and Jansen. They can hit it a long way, and they've got some good bowling options. You obviously got Jansen. Rabada and Nokia offer some pace. Bartman's been a good addition. And the one change tonight, Shamsi, he comes in Maharaj. You can see the wealth of experience there. Even someone like a David Miller, 120 encounters, but plenty of experience going around in that South African Union.
As for Nepal, well, they've got a lot of experience themselves, but they haven't got a lot of experience against the very best sides. Rohit Paudel, the captain, he's the man who they'll look to for the majority of their runs. You also saw Dipendra Singh Airy there, who's hit 6 sixes in an over. And there is Sandeep Lamichan into the side this evening. The one change for them, he's in place of the left-arm spinner Sagar Dakal. Sompal Kami, he played in their last time in this tournament, and that was back in 2014. So 10 years since Nepal have played on this stage. We're all in readiness. There's a slip in position, and Sompal Kami will bowl the first ball of this match.
He's not the tallest individual, he's a skiddy customer, but can get the ball to shape away nicely from the right-handers.
I think that's off the pad. It's run down to the boundary. And yes, indeed, 4-leg byes. De Kock's going to profit with a boundary there, but it was an unconvincing shot. Perilously close to the stumps, almost dragged it on. Smashed down the ground by Hendricks. Much needed boundary for him and for South Africa.
There he's got it. He's managed to have one that's perfectly placed from a length perspective, maybe holding up on the wicket. That's what Quinton de Kock's tending to suggest. And Nepal have got there first.
Yeah, Quinton de Kock looking down at the pitch again. Another little arm ball, maybe just hitting the seam and holding up a little bit. Quinton de Kock probably hard hands with that. It's always a good opportunity when you take a caught and bowled. Quinton de Kock has gone for 10. South Africa are 22 for 1.
Little bit of room given there. Markram moving away. Back to Reza Hendricks, rather, moving away and smashing that ball over backward point. It's a lovely shot. First through the offside, and then a beautiful piece of timing from the onside.
That's racing away, ending the power play with a boundary, and it is South Africa's best power play of their tournament so far. 6 over mark, 38 for 1.
And it's powerfully hit by Reza Hendricks, and it's just beaten the long off boundary. There's a wonderful shot off the back foot.
Dropped short, hit airily, hit hard. And we've got a 6. Ramallah dropping short. Perhaps that'll be the shot that releases the shackles for Hendricks.
It's a lovely looking shot. That has flown off the middle of the bat. Aidan Markram, maybe that's a trigger for the skipper to get up that gearbox and start attacking this bowling. straight, lofted, man underneath it. Oh dear, Birtel puts it down. That was a simple catch and he knows it.
Yeah, we were just praising the pressure that they applied. Birtel tends to suggest that maybe the floodlights got in his eyesight at the last minute, at the crux moment, but Reza Hendricks didn't even run. He held his position. He knew he hadn't got anywhere near the contact he was after. It wasn't going to carry. He thought he was going to be on his way, and that's a major blow for Nepal.
Dragged it on. Aidan Markram, the skipper, is gone, and that's very well bowled by Birtel. He's made amends for the drop catch.
Yeah, it's a brilliant bit of bowling. He just held that one back. It seemed to come out a little bit slower than what we've seen from him so far. And Aidan Markram almost had to hold and wait for it to get to him. And then all he could do is the bottom edge onto the middle stump. So Birtel does reprieve himself from a bit of a nasty drop catch. He's managed to pick up the second wicket after all. Markram goes for 15 of 22.
Oh, he's got the reverse, almost. Sompal Kami, he had his hands, he had his fingers on the ball.
You could grab that one-handed. And for it to have been Klaasen as well. The danger player for South Africa, the man who has been in form.
Yeah, you wonder if Kami could have gone two hands in the end. No, maybe not. He had to just get the one hand up.
That hasn't found the fence, it's found the fielder. Klaasen, hold it. That is a great catch. Karan KC holds on. The juggler, but the juggler's done well enough because he's got the prized performer, Klaasen.
Well, Klaasen was trying to do what Klaasen has done all year, which is smash the ball out of the park. No one has hit more sixes in world cricket since the start of last year. Hang on. Got it eventually. There will be packed fan parks in Kathmandu who would have been jumping up and then hands on their heads, and then in relief to see the back of Heinrich Klaasen for just 3. South Africa 74 for 3.
Up in the air. Airy's under it and he takes the catch. Hendricks goes, and further problems for South Africa. It was a shot of frustration in the end from Reza Hendricks. He simply hasn't found any fluency this evening.
A little bit of a quicker ball. You can actually see how it stops and bounces. Simple catch by Airy. The Reza Hendricks innings comes to an end. He's tried real hard. South Africa haven't really gone anywhere so far. Hendricks has gone for 43. South Africa are now 82 for 4.
Stubbs pulls out the sweep shot and it's gone for 4. Oh dear. Watch the spin is always the call in that situation, and Karan KC most assuredly didn't.
It's exactly
Sliced
like
off the outside edge, and the catch is taken. Lamachane takes it at backward point. Airy strikes, and it's another wicket down. Miller had a reprieve from an LBW a little earlier. No reprieve this time.
Yeah, this one tossed up by Airy. The previous ball going quick and full. This one slightly slower. David Miller trying to go with the long handle, and there's a bit of spin, a bit of bounce, and that just pops up, and he's caught it short third man. Nepal are all over South Africa right now. That's the end of David Miller. He's gone for 7, never really got started. South Africa are 97 for 5.
And there's no one out to a deep square leg. That's gone for 4. Here's Birtel. 6.
That's the power of Tristan Stubbs, as well as the reach, being one of the taller batters. The natural length of Birtel has landed. He's troubled all the other South African batters. This one tossed up, but Tristan Stubbs' reach is slightly more than any of the others, and being able to get to the pitch of the ball and the power that he's got, he's cleared the ropes. It's a much needed 6 that South Africa has needed.
Out. Good catch from Anil Shah running in from long on. Landed with his elbows on the ground. but he still managed to hold on. And Janssen goes.
Yeah, well ball by Bertel. There we go, using the pitch. Marco Janssen finding the toe end of the bat. Not managing to clear the ropes, as we saw earlier in the over with Tristan Stubbs. Good catch, diving forward. Nepal fans are excited about that. Nepal have bowled beautifully tonight. Marco Janssen, and he's gone for one. South Africa 115 for 6.
Last ball. And another wicket for Bertel. 4 for him. And a fantastic end to this innings from a Nepal perspective. South Africa at one stage was 68 for 1, and after their 20 overs having been put into bat, they're 115 for 7. A tremendous performance from Nepal.
Yeah, South Africa's batters really struggled tonight. Reza Hendricks, the only one with some runs there with 43 or 49, but everybody else struggled. The spin of the Nepal bowlers dominated the South Africans tonight. We didn't see a lot of batters moving down the pitch, and rightly so. When we did see one, KG Rabada was stumped off the final ball, having a slog.
Yeah, it was outstanding. Having a look at Lamashana, they were expecting him to do the trick, but he was pretty economical. But a look at Bertel, 4 overs, 4 for 19. Very impressive from Ari also, right up the top of the order when he picked up 3 for 21.
Nepal to stay alive in the tournament. They need 116 runs for a famous victory.
ICC Men's T20 World Cup on Sky Sports, sponsored by...
We're on the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A dramatic night here could unfold for the Warriors of Nepal, because they have bowled and fielded as if their lives depended on it. Oh, he drags it inside edge. It beats Quinton de Kock, and it's gone for 4. It's gone straight up in the air. Kagiso says, I'll take it, I'll have it. Oh my goodness. Kagiso on a night of errors. There's another one for South Africa.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect start for Rabada. 4 dot deliveries. He would have had his 5th plus a wicket. It did steeple up in the air. I think it's gone almost as high as the pylons here at the ground. And he called early. He said, my ball. He tried to set himself, but was just moving at that last point. Actually barely gets his hands on it, goes between the hands and makes contact with the chest or the stomach.
This time slashes him over cover point for 4 to add injury to insult. 2 overs gone, 10 for no wicket. This time he goes for the ramp and he gets 4. He gets 6. It's 6 all the way for Bertel. 3 gone, 16 for no wicket.
This is brilliant. This is a real cricket awareness. They go to change the field and he just banks on the fact that Janssen probably won't go full, probably won't try and hit his stumps. He goes across early and executes brilliantly. 65 meters, in no danger there whatsoever, in full control.
Great shot.
Goodness, that's a good shot. He is picked up, Bartman here, with such ease.
It's a lovely pick-up off his toes by Asif Sheikh. It's good batting. Yeah! Bowled. Shamsi strikes with just his 2nd ball. Kushal Bertel tried to improvise, and it's been the death of him.
Yeah, you do wonder if this was the right option. I haven't seen much of Bertel, so I don't know if this is a strength of his, but he got 13 of 21 deliveries and thought he could just thread it through. He gets the inside, drags it onto his own stump, so maybe he'll class himself as unlucky. But we were saying it's going to be a big moment with the introduction of South Africa's spinner, and it's proved to be exactly that. 2 deliveries in, Shamsi's picked up his first. Bertel goes for 13, 35 for 1.
Bowled! That's a big wicket. Not a great shot, you have to say. But all of a sudden, Tabriz Shamsi is turning this match on its head.
Well, I did mention earlier on that South Africa needs to introduce Tabriz Shamsi as quickly as possible. And would you believe it? He's picked up not one, but he's now picked up a second wicket in his very first over. Bit of a turn. Big expansive drive through the offside. Creates that gap between the bat and the pad. The skipper goes. Rohit goes for naught. It's 35 for 2.
Bunted into the onside and timed pretty well, actually. I thought initially he just clothed it, but no, that was a terrific shot.
Carved away, is it for 4? Now they'll have another look at that. Did it hit the sponge?
Yeah, I don't think it made contact with the sponge, but I think when Shamsi did the second parry back into the ground, I think his one hand might have been touching the boundary cushion. He's fine there initially, but it's the next one when his hand is touching and then he just tries to scoop it back in. And I think that's 4. His hand is basically over the line to where the initial line was. But we'll have to wait and see what the third umpire thinks.
Nepal fans, bated breath, but it is the boundary for them. Lofted, safe. Nobody out there. Perfect placement. Tell you what, it is rare to see Nortje go for boundaries in this tournament. Up and over. Is there plenty on this? The diving attempt comes to nothing. Valuable runs again for Nepal. And Rabada, not much you could do about that.
Yeah, this is a wonderful strike from Saar. They've got KG Rabada positioned quite wide at long off. He's almost like a wideish long off, heading towards the extra cover. He does get his hands to it, but fortunately can't grab hold of it again.
Yay! Nothing on it. Or do they think there is? Now, South Africa weren't convinced there was anything on this. They didn't go for a review. Oh, the sound. Hit hard. Could it be saved? No! Should have been saved. South Africa leaking some runs now. Oh, that's huge! Out of the park! It's one for the airport.
That is a huge hit. We haven't seen a lot of sixes tonight, but that is out of the middle of the bat and out of the park. What a shot. KG Rabada coming back for his second over. And Nepal have said, we'll have a bit of you, KG Rabada. Thank you very much.
Big, it's high though, it's not long. And getting underneath it, Janssen takes a good tumbling catch. So Markram's spin again does get a wicket, it breaks up this stand. Is there still a stutter here for Nepal?
Yeah, just like we were talking about. Spin for the win. South Africa bringing on Aiden Markram, bringing on himself. South Africa desperate for a wicket. In the great hands of Marco Janssen, taking a good catch. We've seen a couple catches go down tonight from that dark sky. And that is the end of Anil Saar for 27. Nepal are now 85 for 3.
Pitched outside leg stump. Quinton de Kocht wants it. The umpire says you can have it. He's given the catch behind. And it's been reviewed straight away.
Thank you. Ultra Edge coming up. Through, roll it through. Flat line. And thank you. I've got ball. Clear spike. Go back to the on-field umpire. Thanks. Joel, you can stay with your screen signal now.
Didn't want that decision to go their way, but it's gone. He's gone for 6. It's 99 for 4. Oh, he's bowled him. Tabraiz Shamsi has weaved a spell of magic tonight against Nepal. That's his fourth.
Yeah, he has indeed, Will Clay. He got 2 wickets in his first over, and now in his last over he's picked up another 2. Picked up the wickets of people who are set and had put on a bit of a partnership, and that's a great delivery. As it pitches, it rips in, goes between bat and pad, clatters into Asif's stumps, and he's off for his celebration, and so he should be. His performance tonight for South Africa has been fantastic. 4 overs, 4 for 19. Let's see if he goes for 42. It's 100 for 5.
Bowled in! Nokia strikes, and the wickets are tumbling here.
Yeah, the South Africans in the crowd, they're elated, and it's a brilliant start to the over. 16 to defend off the 2 overs, and in the first 2 deliveries, Nepal unable to get anything away. Nokia goes for length. He might have thought Yorkers, but he didn't. He went for length, crashes into the top of middle stump, knocks the plastic off the top of it. You can see how happy they are. They've now got belief that South Africa could hold their nerve and win this encounter against Nepal. Muller goes for 1, 100 for 6.
Oh my word, that is enormous. A magnificent strike from Sonpal Kami.
Then he goes for the back of the hand, 114, and Kami absolutely middles it in position. 105 meters, that could be the biggest that we've almost seen in the tournament. That was absolutely middled.
Cracks it over extra. It's 4. 4 from 3. Crack again. Is it going for 4? No, it's not. Reza Hendricks saves the boundary. Oh, it's well delivered. Oh, goodness me. 2 required. Oh, he can't. Now then. Is he short of his ground?
I think he is.
Quentin de Kock has given it out himself. Joel Wilson says, we need to see this.
Thank you. Better short. Freeze it there, ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Heinrich Klaassen with a piece of magic, a backhand flick, has made the run out. Nepal was so close to the summit. They could see the summit. They couldn't quite get there. South Africa have held their nerve. They have won. They've beaten mighty Nepal by just 1 run. Birtle 4 for 19. Dipendra Singh Airi 3 for 21. And in reply, Nepal 114 for 7. Shamsi picking up 4 for 19. Markram picking 1 for 8. And Nokia, the only seamer in the match to pick up a wicket. South Africa winning by 1 run.
And that dropped catch might turn the tide of the match in an instant.
Remitly Worldwide Money Transfer.